Hopefully you are enjoying your sunny Monday here and that you are ready to get that body fired up with me. For today's strength training, all you're going to need is a set of hand weights. I would suggest anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds. And actually, if you want to advance some of the moves, go ahead and have a heavier set of dumbbells. So even if you only have 5s, maybe some of those moves you're going to want to up the ante a little bit and take it to 10 pounds, especially if you're using some of those larger muscle groups like your glutes, some of those squats. You might want to take it to those heavier weights for those particular moves. Other than that, you will need a mat just for a little bit of core work in that third circuit. And lastly, let's go ahead and smile and get started. So for that playlist I attached, go ahead and cue it up. And sorry, I'm kind of plugged in here, so I'm out of the picture. But let's see. Bear with me, let me just pull it up. And on the cue of start the music, we will start out. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, start it. And let's go ahead and get warmed up right in the center of that mat. Just have those weights off to the side as we get started. We're gonna start off with those toes out wide, knees tracking in that same direction. Big plie, take those arms up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, breathe it out for me. One more big inhale, fill yourself up. Exhale, go ahead and breathe it out. Take your hands to your hips. Let's start that tap. It's tap, in tap, tap, in tap. Pointing through your toes, rotating through your hips, starting to warm up that lower body. Hey guys, Nicole here. Ooh, sunny. I need a visor. But as we get started today, we are going to take it into those circuits. So those circuits mean we have 45 seconds of each move. We get about 15 seconds between each move. Ride it right into the next one. Take that circuit 3 times around before we move through all 3 to really burn out that body head to toe. All right, let's take that seat kick in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold it center. Arms come along, let's kick that seat. It's kick, in kick, kick, in kick. Driving your heels into your seat, elbows coming wide so that we are opening up that chest as well as firing up those quads and hamstrings. 5 more seconds here. It's 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold it wide. Heel toe your feet directly underneath your hips. Let's take those side to side squats. So step it left, send that seat low. Zip it up through center. Take it to that right side. Stand it up through center. So toes are facing forward, weight is in your heel, keeping that chest lifted. Really starting to warm up those glutes as we take it to each side and press it up through center. 5 more here. We hold it center in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one center. Take yourself to one end of that mat. Take it into that inchworm. Big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and forward fold. Walk yourself out to your plank. Confirm those wrists are underneath those shoulders. Press back through your heels and hold it here for 10, 9, 8. We inch it up in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and walk it all the way up into that stand. Ride it right into the inchworm. So big inhale, forward fold. Walk yourself out to that plank. Really hold it for just about 4 seconds. Take it up into that stand. Feeling yourself up here at the top. Folding yourself down so you're stretching out that back as we take it low. Right into that plank to fire up that core. 10 more seconds. Here we hold that plank in 10, 9, 8. Hold that plank for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go and swoop it down. Hold that plank right here for 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to step that right knee. Step that right foot up, rather. Drive that knee in towards that right elbow. Step it right back. Take it left. Taking it into that spidey here. Really starting to warm up those obliques as we take those knees up to the side. 4 more here. We hold it center in 4, 3, 2. Hold it center. Go ahead and drop those knees. Spin those feet around. Let's take it right into that glute bridge. Heels come in front of that seat. Roll it down for 4, 3, 2. Let those shoulders come down. Elbows come into that mat. Make sure we press through those heels as we take that bridge. We bridge it up and lower, bridge it up and lower, bridge it up and lower. Starting to really warm up those glutes, pressing through your heel, sending those hips up high, even warming up that lower belly as we send it high. Again, not overextending it into that neck, keeping it right across the plane of the shoulders, and just warming it up simply. We don't want to burn it out, take it too fast. 5 more seconds here. We hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it high. Hold that squeeze for 10, 9, 8, we lower down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and lower that seat down. Take those knees into tabletop. You're gonna take your palms, press into your knees while we draw in with those knees. We have that contraction here for 10, 9, 8, feel that press for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and crisscross those ankles. Rock it on forward. And let's go ahead and take this directly into those circuits. So as I mentioned, we are going to start off with those weights in those circuits. So bend down, go ahead and grab those weights. We'll be starting off with a lunge. So because it's going to be a side lunge and a press, just make sure you weight yourself appropriately. Go ahead and bring it up into that stand. Feet start off underneath those hips. Give yourself enough width so you have the ability to step it wide to the side. Come into that front rack. So waves to the shoulders, elbows nice and high. Take that right foot. We're gonna send it right. Take 3 pulses for 3, 2, 1. Find that Liberty hold here at the top. Back to those shoulders, step it wide. It's 3, 2, 1. Press it high. Find that press and hold it. Re-rack it. Right back to that right. It's 3, 2, 1. Find that balance. Exhale, press. Turn it back to those shoulders. So take your time here. As we step it wide, make sure you're giving yourself enough width so that you're really working those inner thighs. You can get your seat back behind yourself and that knee is not drifting over the line of that ankle. So really challenging those inner thigh muscles, pressing it up to center, finding that balance, keeping that core tight, pressing those weights over those shoulders. 4 more seconds here. It's 4, 3, 2, go ahead and press it high, back to those shoulders. Let's take it into our next move. So feet directly underneath those hips, soft stance. So soft bend to those knees. Keep that left hand off to the side here. We're gonna bring that right arm up to the side, palm facing down. Curl it in, extend, lower, raise. Curl it in, extend, lower, and raise. Curl it in, extend, lower, and raise. So when we curl that weight right into the shoulder, you're feeling that bicep contract. Make sure we're keeping that elbow wide and in line with that shoulder. Find that extension, lower it down with control. Find that raise, really burning out the tops of the shoulders. But the beauty is you're also getting that bicep into it with this T curl. Being mindful of keeping that nice active stance and keeping that neck relaxed, especially as we bring it up in line with that shoulder. 5 more seconds here. We hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one low. Keep that weight on that right side. And if you want to, you can actually double up if you feel like you want a little additional weight. Keeping both weights on that right side, left hand comes to your hip. We're gonna take it into that teapot. So we're just gonna lean it right. Use that oblique to bring it back up to that stand. Low and slow, bringing that weight down towards that knee, right back up tall. So letting that oblique really do all the work here. Feeling that deep contraction, especially as you find yourself bringing it back up into that tall stand position. Really firing through that left oblique. Way to push it, ladies. Only about 15 more seconds here. We hold it tall. Keep on repping here for 10, 9, 8. We hold it tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one tall. Go ahead and step that right foot back behind you so that most of the weight comes into that left front quad. Option here, you might want to drop one of the weights. We are going to take that arm long, palm facing in, row it up, kick it back, return it, lower, row it up, kick it back, return, lower, row it up, kick it back, return it, and lower. So really putting a lot of that weight into that front leg. That right leg is long back behind yourself. Row that elbow up so it comes in line with that shoulder. Kick it back, return it, lower, row, kick it back, return, and lower. Maybe if you're feeling strong here, you want to add that weight here. Just to those last 10 seconds. It's 10, 9, 8, hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one low. I'm going to take myself back front. Option to drop the weights or come into that front rack position. Keep those feet wide just outside the hips so that you're in your squatting stance. In that front rack, stop into those knees. Give me 1 frog hop. Then I want you to lower that seat all the way down. Find that thruster. Re-rack it. Frog hop, take it low, thrust it, re-rack it. Hop it, send it low, thrust it, re-rack it. Hop it, blasting out of those legs, feeling those quads working, those calves working to find a little height here. If for some reason this frog hop doesn't feel great to you, you can just take that squat thruster. So sending that seat low, powering those weights overhead, almost like electricity is coming from those quads, swells those hamstrings, sending those weights overhead, core is tight, arms are working. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold that front rack. Back to the top here. So heel toe those feet back underneath the hips, taking it to that right side again. Confirm we have that tall front rack position. Weights to those shoulders, elbows high. Step it off, take it low for 3, 2, 1. Press it tall, take that Liberty press, re-rack it. Send it wide. It's 3, 2, 1. Take it center, press, re-rack it. Love this particular move because you get all those muscle groups into it. And guess what? That creates more calorie burn, really fires up that metabolism. So go ahead and take it wide. Feel those inner thighs working. Use that core, use that upper body strength to find that Liberty press here at the top. Only about 10 more seconds. Here we hold it tall in 10, 9, 8, hold it center for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and press it up through center, right into that lateral arm raise once more. So left arm comes down to the side, bring that right arm to that T on that right side, palm facing down, curl it in, extend, lower, and raise it. Curl it in, extend, lower, and raise it. Yes, feeling that bicep working, tricep working, top of the shoulder, getting all that upper body burn here. So take your time. If you need to slow it down a little bit, go ahead and adjust. You do have another round of this particular move, and guess what? Next circuit, we're switching it to that left side. So give that right side a little bit of a break. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold this last one low. Take it right to that teapot. So you can take those weights off to that right side, either 1 or 2, depending on what kind of weight you're using. Left hand can just come to that hip, feet directly underneath those hips, take us off into those knees. Let's take those teapots. Lean and stand it. Lean and stand it. Lean and stand it. The further you lean, the more contraction you are going to need to bring it up to that tall position. But just confirm that we're not taking it forward to get more of a bend. You want it to be directly to the side, almost like you're just sliding those weights down the length of your knee here. Really using that core strength to stand it up tall, reaching it long. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, let's hold it center for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it center. Take it back into that kickback. So right foot comes back behind you. Adjust that weight if you need to. Take that long line position. Most of the weight's in that left front quad. Arm comes along. We start with that row. We row. Kick it back, return, lengthen, row. Kick it back, return, and lengthen. Rowing that elbow up into that 90-degree angle. Feeling that tricep working as we get that full kickback. So in order to get that, guess what? The elbow needs to be in line with that shoulder. Get that full kickback so that that weight is all the way above that right booty cheek. Way to push it, 10 more seconds. It's 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one low. And go ahead and grab both weights if you want it. Let's take it into that hop with that squat thruster. So feet come out wide, toes facing forward. Come in that front rack position, suck into those knees. Give me one little hop, then take it low, thrust it all the way high. Re-rack it. Slip into those knees, hop it, take it low, thrust it up, re-rack it. Soft bend, hop it, send it low, and thrust it. Really getting into those glutes here as we send it low. My gosh, the sun. Killing me today. I need my sunglasses. Sink that seat low for me. Weight is in your heel, especially on that thruster. So tricky thing is you want to think about in that hop, actually using the ball mound of your foot to get that little hop and launch, using your calf muscles. But then when you come down to that thruster, weight shifts into your heel rather than the front of the foot. 10 more seconds. Here we hold it low in 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold it low. Last time around. So heel toe those feet, back underneath those hips, back into that lateral pulse. So bring those weights right to the shoulders, elbows high. Step it off to that right side, send it low for 3, 2, 1. Press it up to that stand, find that balance, press it, re-rack it. Send it right, 3, 2, 1. Press the stand, balance, re-rack it. Keeping that chest lifted that whole time. Sometimes when we come into that lateral lunge, we tend to want to sink it forward. We actually want to keep it relatively high, especially to protect that knee and make all the work come from that inner thigh. Taking those pulses here is going to really challenge that muscle. So take those pulses low, power up that right heel to take it into that balance. Keeping that core tight at the top. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8. Hold it center for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold it center. Take it into that T-arm once more. Left arm shoots down to the side. Right weight comes to that shoulder. Bring that arm into that T position, palm facing down. Soften into those knees. Let's find that curl right here. It's curl, extend, lower, and raise it. Curl, extend, lower, and raise it. Maybe you are feeling fantastic and you want to challenge those muscles a little bit more. Take that weight on that left, put it in the right. Giving yourself that curl, bringing that weight all the way into the shoulder, lengthen it out, bring it down, raise it up. So if you need to slow it down a little bit because you are adding weight, that's okay. What you really want to focus in on is technique and challenging those muscles a bit. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8. Hold it low for me for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one low. Back to those T-pats. So bring those weights off to that right side. Left hand can come to the hip. Soften into those knees. Let's find those T-pats here. So reach it, stand it. Reach it, stand it. Reach it, stand it. Reach it, stand it. Feeling that contraction through that left side. Obliques are one of those muscles you don't really see a lot, so we tend not to work it as much, but they're so important to our core stability as well as that back. Really protects your back to have those sides of your abdominals really strong. So take a minute, find your strong here. Really reach it down, let those obliques really fire up. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8. Hold it tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this last one tall. Back into those kickbacks. So step that right foot back, shift most of the weight into that front left quad, send that right toe long. Again, you can double up on that right side or take it down one weight. Take those arms long, we row it. Kick it back, return, lower, row it. Kick it back, return it, lower. Rowing that elbow up, kicking that tricep long back behind yourself. Feeling that tricep blast out, keeping a lot of weight in that front leg. So everything is working here. 10 more seconds. Here we hold it long in 10, 9, 8. Hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one low. Back to those frog hops. Take those feet wide into that squatting stance. Front rack those weights up to the shoulders. Elbows remain high. Take that soft bend to those knees. Give me that little hop, then send it all the way low. Give me that thruster. Re-rack it. Send it low, hop it, find that thruster. Send it low, hop it, find that thruster. Woo, blasting out that booty. Feeling good, feeling strong. Bringing those weights right to the shoulder. Coming into a high front rack. Sometimes we let those elbows drift down. Nope, we want to keep it high just to keep that weight shifted further back here. Core is tight, powering those weights overhead. Only about 15 more seconds here. We're into that next circuit. It's 10, 9, 8. Hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Front rack those weights. Let's take that all to that left-hand side. So heel toe those feet underneath the hips. Bring those weights back into that front rack position. Elbows high, waves to those shoulders. Let's step it off to that left side here. So step it left, sit it low for 3, 2, 1. Power up to that liberty. Press it, re-rack it. Sit it wide for 3, 2, 1, press it high, bring it back to that front rack. So getting that strong overhead press. And if you need to, you can always take a kickstand position. So if you need to find that balance for just a moment, go ahead and do it. Kickstand those toes and then take it up to that Liberty press. Cores remaining tight, pressing those weights long. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, hold it high for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold this last one high. This time, bringing those feet underneath the hips. And yes, that left arm is going to come into that T lateral raise with that curl. So both weights can come to that left arm if you choose, or just one weight. Right hand can come to that hip. Let's take that T raise here. So we raise, curl it in, extend, lower, raise, curl it in, extend, and lower. And keep focused on the fact that you want the technique to really be the focus, rather than how much weight you're using. So if you feel like adding that weight is kind of compromising your form, you're kind of shifting all over the place, drop the weight. It is better to really perfect this move. You're going to feel it in the right places when you do that. Otherwise, if you're kind of tweaking that body around, you're going to end up straining something. Not the point. Really want to work the tops of the shoulders as well as that bicep here. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and lower it down. Let's take this right into that teapot. You can adjust that weight if you need to. This time we're coming to that left side. So right hand comes to that hip, take that reach, feel that right oblique fire. Reach it low, fire through that oblique. Again, just finding the soft bend here and keeping that hand on your right oblique, you should be able to feel that contraction. Just bending yourself towards that left knee, finding that slight reach, bringing up tall through center. Pausing it just for a second at the top and at the bottom. Only about 15 more seconds here. We're into that kickback, meet me tall. In 10, 9, 8, hold it tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it tall. This time that left foot's coming back. Most of the weight is in that right front quad. You can adjust that weight if you need to. Palm facing in, arms long. We row it, kick it back, return, lengthen, row it, kick it back, return, lengthen. And confirm, we're leaning far forward here. We should have a 45-degree angle from the crown of the head down through that left heel, so that we're getting a little quad action even though we're really working those arms here. Only about 15 more seconds. We hold it low in 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one low. Take this right back into, well, actually, we switch it this time, but keep it wide. We don't take a frog hop. This time we get to get a little brawly with it. Come up to that guard position, soft into those knees, and we're going to take a bob and weave with 2 jabs with those weights. So it's bob and weave, jab it, jab it. Bob and weave, jab it, jab it. Bob and weave, jab it, jab it. So sending that weight to one side here. Feeling those inner thighs working once again in that guard position. Send it to that opposite side. Hold it center, jab it, jab it. When you're jabbing it, those knuckles are rotating with those weights right towards my face. Give me some strong jabs here. Take some aggression out, have a little fun with it. And when you draw it in, that core is working, firing back into those obliques as we twist it in towards that body. 10 more seconds. Here we hold it low in 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold it low. Let's take it back to the top here. So heel toe those feet back underneath the hips, taking it to that left side. Weights come into that front rack position, elbows stay high. Give yourself enough room to step off to that left side. Take it low for 3, 2, 1. Press it high, re-rack it. Send it left for 3, 2, 1. Press it high, find that balance, re-rack it. Getting low in that lateral lunge here. Really challenging those inner thighs. If you're not feeling it enough, take that pulse even lower. In order to do that, you're going to have to take those feet even wider. Press through that heel as hard as you can to come up to that balance. Firing through that core. 10 more seconds. It's 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it high for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it through the center. Go ahead and take it to that T-arm once more. Bringing those weights off to that left side, or adjust it, taking it to one weight. Palm is in, take that palm up, curl it in, extend, lower, and raise it. Curl it in, extend, lower, and raise it. If you need to slow the count down, that's okay. What we really just want to focus on is taking it slow, controlled, feeling those muscles through the top of the arm, top of the shoulder, really burning out here. Finding that squeeze here at the top, coming down with control, really relaxing through the neck as well. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one low. Back into that teapot. So weights off to that left-hand side. Right hand comes to that hip. Let's find that teapot here. Reach it. Come tall. Reach it. Come tall. Reach it. Come tall. Reach it. Come tall. Finding that little reach down towards that left knee. Almost like you're just sliding down that hip, not taking it forward. Don't want to strain that back. We want to keep it all in that oblique. Only about 15 more seconds. It's back to that kick back, meet me tall in 10, 9, 8. Let's meet me tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Meet me tall, back to that kick back. Left foot comes back behind you. Just that weight if you need to. Send most of the weight into that front right quad. You can even take that right hand to it. Arm comes along, palm faces in. We row it, kick it back, return, lengthen, row it, kick it back, return it, and lengthen. Rowing that elbow up in line with that shoulder, keeping that hinge position, finding those lats working on that draw up, bringing it into that tricep so you get that full kick out. Goal here is to keep that weight above that booty line when you find that kick back. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one low. Take it up to that stand. Grab the other weight if you need to. Back to that bob and weave here. So toes slightly outward. Come into that guard. Soft into those knees. Keeping it wide. It's bob and weave, jab it, jab it. Bob and weave, jab it, jab it. Bob and weave, jab it, jab it. Yes, keeping it low. You want to try to get it as low as you can. Like you're bobbing and weaving some nice strong punches coming right at you. So take it low, take it quick, off to each side using that guard position. Then strike it, rotating through those knuckles, pushing that body. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8. Hold it center for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And hold it center. Heel toe those feet back underneath the hips. Last time around with all those moves in our second circuit here. So feet underneath those hips. Bring those weights into the shoulders. Elbows high. Let's take that lateral lunge. Send it left and pulse it for 3, 2, 1. Press it high. Give me that Liberty hold. Take it back wide here for 3, 2, 1. Press through center, press, re-rack it, take it wide. Yes, feeling those thighs working. Getting the weight into those heels, sending your seat back behind yourself on that lateral lunge. Getting that low pulse action here. This is that last time around. So keep on pushing. I know those legs are starting to fatigue, but you got this. 10 more seconds. It's 10, 9, 8. Hold it high for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and press it high. Take those feet underneath the hips. Taking it to that T-arm on that left side. Once again, you can take 2 weights. Whatever you choose, we're going to take that palm to face those thighs. We take it up, curl it, extend, lower. Raise it, curl it in, extend, and lower. Goal is here is to use a weight that you can actually bring up in line with your shoulder without compromising your form here. So bring that palm up in line with that shoulder. Give me that strong curl. Come back out. Don't let it just flap here. You want it to come down slow and controlled so you're feeling the back of the shoulder have to guide that weight down. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8. Hold it high for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one low. Taking it into that teapot again. Weights can come off to that left side. Right hand can come to that hip. Let's take that teapot here. Reach, stand it. Reach, stand it. Reach, stand it. Slowing it down if you need to, but really feeling that contraction with that right hand on your hip here. Feel that muscle working. So you bring it up to that stand. If you're not feeling a deep contraction, try to reach it a little bit longer. Bring it up tall, finding that breath here as well. That will deepen that contraction if you're timing that breath with it appropriately. Find a big inhale, exhale, bring it to that stand. 10 more seconds here, we hold it tall. In 10, 9, 8, hold it tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one tall. Go ahead and take it back into that kickback. So left hand comes back behind you. Most weight is in that front quad. You can adjust that weight if you need to. Palm facing in, we row it. Kick it back, return it, lengthen, row it. Kick it back, return it, lengthen. Really bringing that palm in towards that armpit, getting that clean 90-degree form. So we row it, kick it back, return, lengthen. Yes, sending that weight into that right front quad, feeling that tricep blazing as we find that kickback. Only about 15 more seconds here. We hold it low, take that last round of that bob and weave. In 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one low. Grab both weights if you need to. Keep those feet wide. Toes mainly facing forward, but they can have a slight turnout that feels more comfortable to you. Come into that guard, bringing those weights to those cheekbones. Bend those knees. Take it to that bob and weave. It's bob and weave, jab it, bob and weave, jab it. Can you get that bob and weave even lower? Yes, you can. Why not burn out those thighs a little bit more? I know we've done a lot of lateral work, but guess what? It's almost done. So keep on pushing, keep it low, find those strong punches right towards me. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one low. Keep those feet wide so that those toes are facing forward, but feet are probably about 6 inches outside those hips. Arms come long, palms facing in. Want to take a big bucket squat here. Use the power of that seat. Hammer curl here at the top, lower it down. Send it low, squeeze it to that stand. Give me that curl, lower it back down. Lower, squeeze it, curl it, unclean it. So really feeling those biceps again, bringing those weights up into the shoulders, and most importantly, in that bucket squat, the goal should always be to actually imagine yourself using a full bucket here below you. So you were squatting it low, using the power of your seat to bring that bucket up. Because guess what? Use that back, you're gonna blow out a disc. That's not what we're going for. Want to really harness all the power in those legs to imagine you're bringing up that heavy bucket. Or maybe it's a big bucket of laundry. I do that a lot too, those big giant baskets. So really use that booty strength. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, let's hold it wide for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold it high. Take those feet, heel toe underneath the hips. Take it down to a kneel. So in our kneel, make sure I'm out of the sun so you can see me. Make sure those knees are in line with those shoulders. We're gonna start it off with those palms facing in. You can tuck your toes back behind yourself for a little added stability. We're gonna bring those weights all the way up overhead into an overhead raise. Once you're there, you can bring those weights together. Give yourself a tricep press. Bring it back wide, lower it down with control. So find that front raise all the way overhead. Clasp those hands together for a little bit more stability. Elbows facing forward. Find that tricep press. Weights come wide, back low. So this is actually kind of challenging because we're in that kneel and you really have to use that core to stay stable here. Even squeezing through your seat. So yes, tucking those toes is going to make it a little easier to keep that in line position while we take that weight all the way overhead. Finding that press here at the top, taking it down with control without swaying and getting off balance. 10 more seconds here, we hold it low. In 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold this last one low. You're gonna take it down to that mat. Swing those feet around in front of you. Go ahead and roll it down for 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna shift my weight here so I'm not blind. Bring those weights above the line of the shoulders. So wrists are just stacked directly over those shoulders, but give yourself enough room back behind yourself so you can lower those weights down, take it into that dead bug. Legs can come long or they can come into that tabletop position. Palms are facing down towards those feet. We take it all the way low, draw it right back through center. Lower it down with control, right back through center. Again, you can keep those legs long, pointing through your toes, engaging through your quads, trying to take it low and draw everything up. Just bringing those wrists up in line with the shoulders, knees coming up in line with those hips, taking it slow and control here without your back peeling off that mat. That is the goal. If you find that back starting to arch a little bit too much, just don't take those toes quite as low. Really feel that core working as we take it down towards that mat and right back through center. Only about 15 more seconds here. We hold it tall in 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it center for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold this last one center. We're going to drop those weights to the shoulders, crisscross those ankles, send it on forward. Bring those weights with you, and they are going to stay directly underneath those shoulders as an option. If this is too much on the wrist, you can just ditch the weights here. But we do want to come into that plank with those weights. So go ahead and take those legs long, press back through your heels, confirm those wrists directly underneath those shoulders. Starting off with that renegade row. So it's rowing, lower, row, and lower. Lift that toe right, lift that toe left. Row it up, lower, row it up, lower. Find that lift, lower, find that lift, lower. So essentially, working those arms, working your core, even working your seat as we take that alternating row. And you will find, if you are doing that row here with those weights, you might need those feet just slightly wider just to gain a little added stability as we row those elbows up in line with that body here. Way to push it, 10 more seconds. It's 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold it low. Take it back to the top. So carefully take yourself up to that stand, back to that bucket squat. Feet outside those hips, toes directly forward, arms come long, palms facing in. Give me that bucket, send that seat low. Use that seat power. Give me that hammer curl, lengthen it back long. Send it low, squat it tall. Curl it, lengthen it back down. Yes, get that booty low for me. Work that body. I know that seat has had a lot of challenging moves already, but guess what? This is that last circuit, and it's always good to push that body, really push through those challenges. That is how you build your strength. So keep that in mind. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, hold it tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and squeeze it up to that stand. Take those feet underneath the hips. Let's take it down into that kneel. So knees again, underneath those shoulders. Tuck those toes. You need that added stability. Core is tight, palms facing in towards those thighs. We bring those weights all the way up overhead. Bring those palms together. Give me that tricep press. Bring those arms back in line with those shoulders. Lower it down with control. Come back up into that overhead raise. Squeeze through your seat, keep that core tight. Working those triceps once again. Again, if you need to adjust the weight, you're feeling good, you feel like you can tackle 10 pounders, switch those weights, push that body. That's what we're here to do. But just confirm that that weight is not making you bring those shoulders up into your ears here. You want it to be a weight that you can handle to bring overhead and use on that tricep extension. Elbows facing forward so you get that bend towards the nape of your neck. Exhale, feeling that extension here at the top. Only about 15 more seconds here. We'll hold it low. So meet me there in 10, 9, 8, hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold that last one low. Take back down to that mat to get into those dead bugs. So swing that seat down to the mat, bring those feet around in front of you, sit up tall, roll it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, bring those weights in line with the shoulders, palms facing down towards those legs. Come into that long line position or that tabletop. take it right into that dead bug. So lower it all down with control towards that mat, right back through center. Again, important here, not to focus on the speed of the move, but in the quality of the move. So we want those weights to come low. We want those toes to come low, but we don't want to tweak that back at all. So confirm that you're really feeling this mostly in the core. That's where we're feeling that crunch as we bring it up into that tall, zipped up position here at the top. Bringing it into that long line position here, wrists in line with those shoulders, toes coming in line with those hips here at the top. Way to push through, ladies. Only about 15 more seconds here. We hold it tall in 10, 9, 8, hold it tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold it tall. Bring those weights into the shoulders, crisscross those ankles. Rock it on forward. Come back into our plank, using those weights if you wish. So palms facing in, weights directly underneath those shoulders. Step those feet back, coming into that plank position. Core is tight, quads are even engaged as we kick it off. So we row it up, lower, row it up, lower, lift, lower, lift, and lower. Row it up, lower, row it up, lower, lift that leg, tap, lift that leg, tap. So when we're rowing it, really try to bring that weight all the way up to that armpit. Lower it back down with control. Reset that core and make sure you are coming into that long plank, especially before that leg lift here, so that you're really working that core as well as that seat as you try to point through those toes, really working that body. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and drop back down to those knees. Take it up into that stand. Last round in our third circuit. Feet wide, toes facing forward, coming into our squatting stance. Palms coming in towards that body. Send it low into that bucket squat. Squeeze it up to that stand. Curl it up. Come down with control. Take it down. Use that booty strength to power up that imaginary 20-pound laundry basket or bucket of water. Not spilling an item in that bucket. 10 more seconds there. It's 10, 9, 8, hold it tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one tall. Heel toe those feet back underneath the hips for me. Go ahead and come down to that kneel. Right knee comes down, left knee comes down. Tuck those toes back behind yourself. Confirm those knees are in line with those shoulders. Take those weights off to each side, palms facing in. Give me that overhead raise, slow and controlled. Palms come together, find that extension. Take it back in line with those shoulders before we lower it back down with control. Corset tied tight around that belly, squeezing through your seat so that when we come down, we aren't leaning forward, we aren't starting to shift forward. We're keeping it as tall as possible here. Way to push it, ladies. Only about 15 more seconds here. We're gonna take it low, take it back down to that mat in 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold this last one low. Spin it down to that seat. Feet come in front of you, weights come with you. Let's roll it down for 4, 3, 2, let those shoulders come down to that mat. Bring those weights in line with the shoulders, palms facing down towards that body. Legs come long or come into that tabletop position, back to that dead bug here. So we lower it all down with control, really firing through that six-pack and those lower abdominals to draw it all together here at the top. Lower it down with control, bring it back through center. Timing your breath with it here to push through these reps. Last round, best round. So really focus in on that form. Confirm that at the top, wrists are coming in line with shoulders, toes are coming up in line with those hips, keeping those toes pointed and those quads engaged through that dead bug. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it tall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and bring it through center. Bring those weights to the shoulders. Crisscross those ankles. Rock it on forward. Let's come into that renegade row. So come into that plank position. Palms facing in. Weights directly underneath those shoulders. Step it back long into that plank position. And once we're there, we're going to take that row. It's row it up. Lower, row it up, lower, leg lift, lower, leg lift, lower. Row it up, lower, row it up, lower, leg lift, tap, leg lift, tap. Yes, working that row. Driving those elbows back behind yourself. Core is as tight as you can get it. Squeezing those abdominals, squeezing that navel back towards your spine as we press through the earth. Finding that leg lift. So you're feeling a little contraction underneath that booty cheek into that upper thigh. So you point through your toes and try to bring it up in line with your hips. Only about 15 more seconds here. We're almost into that stretch out. Work with me for 10, 9, 8, hold it low for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop those weights, drop down to those knees. Go ahead and set those weights down out of the way. Take those knees out wide, toes come together. Arms come long, right into that child's pose. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale, go ahead and breathe it out. One more big inhale. And exhale, go ahead and breathe out for me. When you're ready, we're gonna take those hands, take them off to the right side. So you feel a nice stretch out through that left oblique. Big inhale, look under that left armpit. Feel that stretch also through the shoulder. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and take it back through center, find that length. Inhale, fill yourself up. Exhale, breathe it out for me. Let's take it off to that left side. So looking underneath that right armpit, feeling that stretch out through the right side of the body. Big inhale, big exhale. And then go ahead and take it back through center. Press those palms up underneath the shoulders. Take those knees into the tabletop position. And this time I want you to take that left arm. We're going to lace it under that right. Take that cheek down and feel a stretch out in that left shoulder. Big inhale, big exhale. Back through center, right hand laces underneath. Take that cheek down to the mat. Stretching out the top of that right shoulder. Inhale, go ahead and exhale. Press it back through center. Take your right foot, place it right in between those hands. Press it back long through that left leg. Stretching out to the top of the quad here. Big inhale, big exhale. And then we're going to pivot that body slightly forward and stretch out those inner thighs. We did a lot of inner thigh work, so important to give that area a nice little stretch out. It deserves it. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and push it up through center. Maybe you want to ragdoll it. Just shake those hips out a little bit. Find that sway, and we're going to take that body towards that left side. Drop those hands just outside that left hand. Push back through that right foot. Big inhale, big exhale. And then when you're ready, we're going to pivot those hips forward. Send that seat off to the side. Take those toes up on that right side if you want to get a little deeper into that stretch here. Big inhale and exhale it out for me. And then when you're ready, go ahead and press it up through center. Heel toe those feet directly underneath your hips. Take a quick forward fold. So just sink, find that length through your spine. Let your head just hang for a moment. And then when you're ready, slowly roll yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll those shoulders down. Take that right arm across, stretching out the tops of the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Open it up, take it left. Left arm reaches across towards the side wall. Big inhale, big exhale. And then we're going to finish it off with the quad stretch. So bring that right foot into that right hand. Draw that heel into your seat. Find that balance. And go ahead and drop it and switch it. Left heel comes into that left hand. Stretch out the top of that left quad. Inhale, fill yourself up. Exhale, breathe it out. And let's go ahead and take one more cleansing breath. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, breathe it out for me. Take your hands up into heart center. Close your eyes. And thank you so much for getting your strong on with me today. Hopefully it was a good kickstart to your week. Feeling good. Get those endorphins going in the right way. And take those good vibes with you the rest of the week. And have a good one. Bye, guys.